Right, one last cute thing I'm going to do with our form here is to add a little real-time clock to the form. Now you have to get your feet wet a bit with code here, but it's only a little line of code and it really is quite simple. So I'll just take you through how to create that clock now. First of all, we need to go to Design View, and now I'm going to use a text box here, the AB button, to create a box on the screen. Now there'll be an associated label with that. Now if you want to get rid of that, just click on the label and then just click delete, or press delete, and the label will vanish. Now the next step is to change the properties of this box slightly. So click on the box, the left button, and then the right button, and get the properties up, which is out of view in your window. We go down to properties. Now in properties, the first thing I do is name the box something meaningful like timer, timer 1 in this instance. And now I'm going to change the format of the box so it's a little bit more clear, the time. So first of all, I'm going to change the font size to 14. I'm going to change the font weight so that it's bold, and I'm going to change the alignment so that it's centered. And if I close that down, you can see it's a little bit clearer than it was previously. Now my next step is to actually create the code that makes the timer work. So I go over to the form selector here, click the little black dot in the middle, right click and go to properties. Now you remember I've called this box timer 1. Now in event here, I click and I scroll down until I reach timer interval. Now I changed that to 1000, which equates to 1 second. These are measured in milliseconds. That means the clock will advance 1 second at a time. And I also go above to on timer and I click on the 3 dots here, and it asks me to choose a builder. Now I'm going to go to code builder here and I go to OK, and the Visual Basic Editor will now start up, so don't panic, that's quite normal. And you'll see here it says private sub form timer 1 and end sub. Now in the gap here I need to put a square bracket and then type in timer 1, which I named my text box, close the square bracket, space, equals, another space, and then put in now and 2 standard brackets open and close afterwards. Now I just close the Visual Basic Editor and close my properties windows now, and if everything's worked out alright, when I close and save my form and now reopen it, there should be a little clock in here. Now there's one thing I haven't done here and I need to make sure I do it. Let's go back to the design, and you can see the time has got a date in there as well. That's because I haven't changed one thing. So I go back to design, I right click on my text box, I go to properties again, and in format I need to change the format here to long time, and you can see the format there should be right. Now if I once again close and save my form, open it up, now I've got a clock that ticks away quite happily. And that's it with regard to forms. We're done.